Republican supermajorities in the Kansas Legislature have passed a bill that would require people in government buildings to only use restrooms that align with their sex assigned at birth. When Kansas Senate Bill 244 came to the floor in February 2025, it was a non-controversial bill about bail bonds. But over the course of 3 days this week, it morphed into a bill policing the use of bathrooms in schools and government buildings and prohibiting transgender Kansans from having driver's licenses that reflect their identities. It passed the legislature Wednesday through a series of maneuvers that cut everyday Kansans out of the legislative process. In Topeka speak, Republican lawmakers used a tactic known as the gut and go, stripping a bill of its contents and replacing it with entirely new language. The provision prohibiting gender marker changes on state documents, including IDs and birth certificates, was originally part of a completely different bill that did receive a hearing earlier this month, albeit with less than 24 hours' notice. Despite the lack of time to prepare, more than 200 people submitted written testimony opposing the legislation. The bathroom amendment was added abruptly Monday to the surprise of Democrats in the House Judiciary Committee, who objected to making such a major addition without first giving constituents and local governments a chance to comment, either in person or in writing. But Representative Susan Humphreys, a Wichita Republican who carried the bill on the House floor and cast it as an effort to protect the safety and privacy of women, executed the gut-and-go maneuver to fast-track the bill, making a motion to insert the language of the bathroom and driver's license bill into a completely unrelated piece of legislation that the full Senate had already approved last year. The process circumvented all public input on key provisions of the bill, including a ban on multi-occupancy unisex restrooms and other private spaces. The restrictions on restrooms, changing rooms, and locker rooms would apply to all buildings owned by the state of Kansas, local governments, and school districts, as well as public colleges and universities. The bill would allow anyone who believes a person entered the wrong restroom in their presence to file a complaint and to seek $1,000 in damages. The Attorney General's office would ultimately be responsible for determining the validity of complaints. Only children 8 years old and younger would be allowed to accompany a parent or guardian into a restroom that doesn't align with their biological sex. LGBTQ rights groups condemn the bill as discriminatory, saying its implementation would sow confusion and put trans people in danger by requiring them to out themselves in public life. The bill will now be sent to Governor Laura Kelly, a Democrat who's consistently vetoed anti-LGBTQ legislation. It could be enacted into law over a veto with the support of 2/3 of lawmakers in the House and Senate.